This is my 2019 Tacoma, and today I'm doing this and that. So I've had this pickup for about a little over a year now, and it's been great, no complaints. Works the way it is, but in usual fashion, I can't leave anything alone. And that's pretty much it, I guess. But living up in the north, we get almost every season except hurricane season. So I like my stuff to be capable because you never really know what you're going to run into. So that is just a bonus for me. When I chose, I know there's a popular mod for Tacomas and any sort of Toyota. Everybody kind of does them, but I could have picked tubular steel control arms, cheapos off of eBay or whatever. I didn't want to do that. I spent a lot of time researching this. These specifically, I bought shocks last Black Friday. I got them on sale, so they say. You never know Black Friday. But got a deal on those. They look really nice. They have good reviews. They're supposed to have a little bit softer ride than Bilstein, but almost as good, so they say. Now the control arms, these are Iron Man. They're really nice. They are forged aluminum, anti-corrosion resistant, factory style ball joint, and regular rubber OEM style bushings with caster correction, and they have a little bit of ball joint correction too. I chose these because we drive in the snow. They salt and sand the roads. I didn't want anything to rust. I wanted it to hold up because I plan on having this pickup a long time. So I wanted to go wherever I got to go. And that is another thing with the OEM style ball joint. A lot of control arms have proprietary ball joints, and if you're in Podunk town, middle of nowhere, and they have a Napa, I can get a ball joint for it. And I don't have to carry any. Well, it's a good idea to carry spares, but I wouldn't have to because I could probably get them. So I am going to get this jacked up and get going. When you're doing this, it's important to have your jack stand secure. I think I got it figured out. I might Google it. But to me, I always had American pickups and they had plenty of places to jack. Oh, let's take a look. Here we go. This is not optimal. Like some things on Toyotas just don't make a lot of sense. So I don't feel good about it. If I don't feel good about it, I'm not doing it. So I think I'm going in the back behind the control arms. Nice big flat frame back there. And we'll put it there. And then try that. Side rail of the frame just ahead of the transmission cross member. Well, I am in the right spot. Exactly. I might move it over a little bit. Transmission cross member right there, and I'm right here. I just think I'm going to move over onto this plate a little bit so it's sitting on both of the tabs, and then we should be good. What you don't really realize, floor jacks don't work straight up and down. They work on an arc. So when you're lifting up, it's pulling towards you. And when you put it down, it pushes away. You kind of got to play that with your jack stands a little bit. Otherwise, you can get unstable. And we don't want that. That's exactly what just happened. I'm gonna run out of memory card. I've worked in shops long enough where you get in a hurry, you're spinning the lug nuts off, you're throwing them on the floor, and then you get busy. Pretty soon they're kicked over there. Then when you get done and put the wheel back on, you gotta go find them all. So get a box. Then you just lose the box, and you gotta look for a box. I need a bigger garage. Oh, we're on level 2. Okay. Ooh. No, they're not bad. They got a little bit of a lip. This is going to be kind of the monotonous part where I unhook a bunch of stuff. So I'm going to start spraying everything with lube and then start taking stuff off and go from there. Okay. Boy, do they understate this. Holy crap. But here is the stock upper control arm. Not bad. They don't have to be super strong. But you can see the similarities with the Iron Man. Ugh, the factory style ball joint. Still, it's got some slop. It's not terrible though. But the stamped, it's kind of stamped. I don't know what you would call it, but you can see how thin that is. Compared to that. That is solid aluminum. This isn't a part that has to be super strong necessarily. Same style ball joint. Same bushing. Just better. Ah, for Pete's sakes. Technology. Okay. Now, as you can see, I got it all apart here. I just figured I would show you. I'm about ready to put these guys in. Make sure we get it. Should be like that. These are a little tricky, and these are going to be bigger, so they're going to be more tricky. I have the sway bar loose, so I can move it. There. Okay, I'm probably going to have to rotate this. That's it. Okay, it's got to go. Something like that. Come on. Oh boy, might need to tap it. Sorry. That way. There you go. Check that out. Pretty cool. All right. Gotta get everything torqued down. Upper control arms next. Go from there. All right. Got one side pretty much done. I got some stuff to button up. But for the most part, it's all torqued and everything. And let's go check it out. That is my new Ibach coilover with the Ironman upper control arm. Still gotta, they changed the bolt size on this, so I gotta drill this out and put that on there. This bracket doesn't really snap on there very well. I'm not crazy about it, but it'll work. But otherwise, yeah, not too bad. I like the looks of it. It's cool, it's simple. Ironman makes really good suspension, but now they do make black coilovers, but before they were lime green. But they're supposed to be really good foam cell shocks. But I've heard good reviews on these. I'm going to try them out. They're supposed to be a softer ride, which will be nice. This is my work vehicle, so yeah, pretty pumped. Monday, Christmas pictures. I got to drop this off right away and get it in the alignment shop, and then after that will be cherry. Full day of working on it tomorrow. I got to do the same thing on the other side. Probably won't really record it. Maybe some other stuff. And then the rear to level it out. Which is kind of temporary, but I have these spacer blocks that they do have the pitch in them for the driveline angle, which is good, but I'll see how I like them. I'd like to do the leaf spring, either a whole leaf pack or the add a leaf, but it's all money, and there's only so much of it, so it'll be an ongoing thing. So I'll be back tomorrow. Day 2 in the garage here. Today I need to finish up a couple things on the passenger side front here, and then go over the other side and start doing everything I did yesterday on the driver's side. And then hopefully the back's just leaf springs. That shouldn't take too long, so I'll probably pick it up from there. But now I guess I'm gonna work on getting the passenger side together that I was working on yesterday, and then go from there. Took me forever to find these. Now, got these. Beautiful. Just a dab will do ya. This stuff is expensive. Do not go wild on aluminum because you'll strip it out. Okay. That's not too bad. I think I'm a little out of focus here. So this side's basically done. We gotta torque this castle nut right here. I gotta find a socket for it. I don't know if I have one. Put the cotter key back in, the pin or whatever. Make sure that doesn't go anywhere. I'm leaving the sway bar loose for now until I get the other side done, and then I'll put my sway bar spacers in, torque it down all at once, and then put the front tires back on, and then move to the back. All right, front's all done. Got all the coilovers on there, upper control arms, everything's torqued. Brain fart. The sway bar relocation, it's a big spacer to account for the lift. All that stuff's on. That sway bar spacer fought me a little bit, but we got it. And that's pretty much what we're working with here. So now I'm getting ready to put the front back together, and then we'll move to the back, and that hopefully in theory shouldn't take as long. So pretty pumped to get her down on the ground and see the difference. Won't be able to drive it today, but because I got to go Monday and get an alignment on it and drop it off before it's safe, because this is my family truckster. I got my daughter and everybody rides in it, so not that I do sketchy stuff on anything, but you know, just cover the bases. So on to the back. Well, there it is sitting on the ground. And I don't know if you can see this piece of wood here, but that is straight across the top of the hood there. I'm about 5'7", not very tall, but this truck wasn't very tall either. I like it. That's pretty much exactly what I wanted, because now it sits about half-ton height, and that's kind of what I'm used to. So I am going to pull it out, flip it around so I can do the backside, and then go from there. But killer. I'm gonna have to unload the suspension because I'm putting those spacer blocks in, so my jack doesn't quite go high enough, so I gotta go get a block.
And you should never rely on hydraulics to hold something up. I mean, there's always them cases where you might be in an emergency situation, you have to find stumps or anything to hold it, because you don't want anything falling on you. I've had close calls before. I always use jack stands. It's not worth it. Yeah, that's kind of what I was afraid of. I'm too far forward. So I have to find another way.
Okay, I think I have a plan. I'm going to take the tires off, and then I'll be able to lower it more so I can get on my stands back here versus up there, because now the pickup wants to articulate back and put weight on the suspension again. It's probably going to be easier with the tires off anyways. Now I'm gonna adjust that a little bit. There we go. Now the pickup's sitting on the ground, but usually what I do is I leave the jack under there as a secondary. Just if I can help it, I never get under the vehicle because I shouldn't have to. So now I am going to should be able to. Oh, okay. Pretty firm. And keep that jack under there as a secondary. This is not an instructional. This is the way I'm going to do it because there's not very many good places to brace this up. This is my way. It doesn't mean it's the right way. You know, this is actually impressive. This is the first time I've had to go to the store. I do not have a 3/4 half-inch deep socket for impact. So, somebody's not going to be very happy today. I got to check my tire. I got one that goes flat. It's good. All right. It's a nice day today. Should start. Oh boy, this is hard left-handed. Good battery. There we go. I'll let it warm up a little bit. It's my neighbor's favorite pickup. I'll go to a rough idle. Oh, not even bad. Mint. Grab a coffee. We'll let that warm up and then come back and continue. Okay, sorry about the light. I got limited outlets in the garage and I need to charge my Milwaukee batteries. But I got the spacer block in there. And you would think small pickups would be easier than doing leaf springs on semis, but about the same. U-bolts and leaf springs just suck. They're very useful and practical, but taking them off and putting them on is not. I've done a bunch of truck ones. And, well, anyways, there's my block. Getting ready to put the shock in now, but making progress. If your garage doesn't look like that, did you even really do it right? We are done almost, except the alignment. New shocks in the back, 2-inch spacers on the leaf springs. Showed that earlier. Now everything together. Came out good. I like the way it sits. It's not stupid high. My brake lines aren't overextended. I was a little bit worried about that, but they're totally fine because at full droop they still have slack in them. So that is money and time saved there. I don't have to do that. So now I got to clean up and get it out of the garage. Girlfriend wants her spot back. And then, yeah, we are riding 2 inches higher now. Looks pretty good.